Imagine sitting beside a river, so clear you can see the stones beneath the surface. Every idea in the universe, geometry, harmony, intuition, channeling, it drops into that river like a pebble. Each ripple travels outward, touching every part of the water until the whole surface hums with quiet order. You notice, when you drop a pebble with clarity, the ripples are wide, even musical. When you throw it in chaotically, the ripples clash. And suddenly you realize channeling isn't summoning something alien. It's learning to drop pebbles with rhythm. Intuition, it's simply the pattern that your ripples make when they meet the world's current. You breathe. The breath slows the current inside you. And that calm, that simple, physical calm, is the antenna. Every time you breathe this way, you're aligning geometry and biology. Circles becoming spirals. Thought becoming resonance. Now look up from the water. Imagine you never learned this. How easily the river would cloud. Ideas would collide. Emotions would silt the bottom. The reflection would vanish. That's the cost of neglect, murky vision, confusion mistaken for depth. But each time you act on these teachings, whether by drawing a symbol, holding a moment of coherence, or just choosing patience over panic, you tilt the mirror toward the sun. Light flashes across the water, and someone downstream suddenly sees clearly too. That's the ramification. Each private act of alignment, it sends ripples that guide unseen travellers. Science would describe it as entrainment, neuron syncing, heart rate variability stabilizing the field. Spirit would call it karma, cause and effect braided through the invisible. You can call it common sense. When you practice becoming the atmosphere you live in. So the invitation is simple. Practice coherence like brushing your teeth daily, no drama. Notice intuition as information, not magic. Treat each emotion that you pick up as weather passing through, not property to own. And remember that clarity is contagious. And as you hear these words, you might sense the subtle shift that happens when understanding becomes permission. Permission to stop waiting for perfect stillness before you begin. Permission to act as though you already are the kind of person who can calm a room simply by breathing. Because you are, whenever you remember to be. And if some part of you wondered how far those ripples might reach, let that wonder remain open. That wondering is the practice.